Taurus, and welcome to your November general reading for 2017. There'll be no love readings this month, Taurus. I'm moving house and I've got no internet for 10 days. And I'm really hugely busy, as you are when you move house. Just give me a minute. Try to tune in. I chose a major that was your theme for the month, and you got the Strength card, okay? Empowerment, accessing your resources, strength. It's a Leo card. It's also about leading through your heart and not your head, okay? Just give me a minute. I might have to keep pulling cards for you. I'm a little bit confused here. So I'm going to start right at the beginning though. You enter November with the Tower and the 10 of Wands. So when these cards show up together, quite often, but not always, they mean a sort of liberation from burdens, okay? The 10 of Wands can be either too much work, you know, there's just too much to do, or it can be psychological burdens, carrying guilt, carrying things from the past, things that have to be laid down so you can begin your journey. Yeah, and I see what your challenge is the Fool card. So some Taurus might be still carrying, no, we all are Taurus, I didn't mean that as a judgment, but you're carrying some issues from the past with you that are weighing you down and that are stopping you embracing the energy of the Fool, which would be the here and now, that present moment, new beginnings, okay? Now with the Tower can mean a liberation from some of these oppressive energies, but I'm not getting all of them, okay? A couple of these burdens might have been laid down. You might have had some of those aha moments when you've learned to understand that some of the burdens you've been carrying are not yours to carry, or they're from a distant past, and you can start to lay these processes down. But Taurus, you've got quite a deep reading here, and I think you're still in process, okay? It's a time of Scorpio, November, which is always about going into our depths in order to release stuff. That's the message of Scorpio. It's the energy you're here to master. We're always here to master our opposite sign. And for you, it's the life, death, life. It's about letting go. Scorpio's always about letting go. So you can be reborn, so you can have that new energy. And these two together are speaking of potentially liberating yourself from some burdens. Now what you most want is the Queen of Swords. I'm going to ask for another card for her because I'm getting two really strong messages. She'd be the person who'd be studying, right? You know, studying for a degree or a master's. She'd also be a very sort of executive position. So maybe what you most want is a new job, or this is a queen or a person that you want. It'd be an air sign person. Oh, this is too bizarre because you now got the Queen of Cups. So what you most want. Oh, I'm getting a bit lost here, Taurus, okay? I'm going to start with the Queen. I'll go back to the Queen of Swords. I wanted more clarity on her. She has 360-degree vision. Yeah, she's got an open third eye and an open crown chakra, which means she's got access to divine sight, okay? And she uses that sight to clear herself of people, places and things that were maybe holding her back. And she uses it to clear the past. Now I asked for another card, okay, because I get the Queen of Swords, but this is very much almost a private reading, guys. I can only go with what I'm being given. You also got the Queen of Cups, which is what you most want is vision. You want to clear the past. but also potentially there's love here. So what you most want is this emotional warmth. You want emotional depth. It might be a water, male or female, and this is appearing as what you most want is a relationship with this person, or you most want vision, and you most want to have emotional sovereignty, emotional depth. Do you understand where I'm getting at? This is quite a confusing reading. Now, what's helping you is action. Again, fire sign. This is fire sign. It's about warmth. It's also about moving forward. So this, you get loads of people, okay? But I'm going to read this not as a person. I'm going to read this as energy, okay? So what's helping you move forward is the energy of wands. It's about creativity. It's about vision. It's about passion. It's about moving forward, okay? So it's either going to be moving forward to get some relationship, okay? Or moving forward to get clearer vision, to have a heart and a mind less burdened by the past, because your challenge is the Fool card. So you understand what I'm getting at here? Your challenge to have this new beginning, to be free of burdens, like this Ten of Wands in the Tower. And what you most want is this a clear heart, clear vision, to move forward in your life, connected with your heart and connected with clarity, okay? And it's saying you maybe there's some actions that need to be taken. You need to access your resources, which is the Strength card, power, which is the Wands cards, and keep moving forward. Oh, I think you've got the most confusing reading of the month, Taurus. It's because we're in your opposite. And it's always a bizarre month when the sun's in your opposite sign. Because if you think about it, it's like all the planets are opposing your sense of where you're at in the world. So it might be a bit of an inner search this month. Now, your relationship house, you've got the Six of Swords, transition card. It's also about peaceful times, moving into harmony. So if there's been any relationship issues, this is much more graceful, peaceful. You're moving forward, but moving forward with a state of peace and a state of grace. I love it when this card shows up. There's no turbulence, much more harmony in your relationships anyhow. Money, Ten of Discs, fantastic. This best money card you can get, basically. Having enough to share. It's been new job, new work, abundance, housing, anything to do with having enough, Taurus. This is the card, okay? Having enough to share. Your inner life is a little bit tense here. You've got the Five of Wands. Give me a minute. You know, I keep I'm an Aquarius, and my worst month is always August, okay, when everything's in Leo. There's a little bit of tension here. Your inner life is pushed and pulled in a few different directions, but I'm not sure why, and I'm going to ask why, okay, because there's some anxiety in your inner life. You've got some fear going on, and that fear is making you feel quite stressed out. Now, your outcome is a Chariot card. Beautiful. Major Arcana, being propelled forward into new directions. Okay? Now, I think that new direction is definitely to do with good money news. It could be to do with relationships, because she's on the move. She's going to a new phase of her life. You just can't see where she's going yet. And maybe that's what's creating the anxiety and the state of it's a bit of inner turmoil here. You've been asked to access your strength. There's a liberation of old patterns, but you're still in process, because the Fool is your challenge card. So you're still challenged to be in the here and now. You're still challenged to move forward into new beginnings. I'm still a little bit, what you most want is these two queens. They're either going to be people, okay, male or female, or it's more you want your head and your mind to be at peace and to be balanced, to be at ease with the world. You're being supported by this Knight of Wands, which is about action, moving forward. I want another card for you. It's still a little bit of, you get quite a big reading here. It's about liberation, guys. I think the whole month is going to be about being in a bit of process of change, okay? And change brings a little bit of tension, but the change you're heading to is the Fool card and the Chariot. So it's really, yeah, a really good change. And you just got another king, another person, King of Cups. Keep your emotional serenity. Keep your emotional calm. Keep your well-being. Don't lose it for anything or anyone. I think for some of you, this is about love, because you get the King and the Queen of Cups. And this is what you most want, this union with another person. But the good news is you're going into calm waters. You might be asked to take some action. And what you most want is this more clear vision. So there might be some confusion. Huge reading, Taurus. I'm really sorry if it's complex. I just think you just get a really big reading and too hard to bring into a general reading. Please don't be angry at me, okay? I think you've got a hugely exciting month. It's putting down those burdens that you're still carrying from the past so you can move forward into a much more mature love bond. And great money card. What's blocking you is a bit of anxiety and a bit of fear and maybe a bit of tension. But you're moving forward by the end of the month. Okay, guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye.